I'm Autumn J, and this is my YouTube channel.
This right here's amazing, I'm so forward. Ain't no traveling back, or let's go forward. Something hard to find, but we enjoy ya. Girl, I adore ya, want to explore ya. This right here's amazing, I'm so forward. Ain't no traveling back, or let's go forward.
So I decided to break this video up into 3 parts. I'll do a rapid round where it's just like quick questions I can answer, pretty basic questions. And then I'm going to do a this or that. So basically it's choosing one thing over the other. And lastly, I'll do some personal questions that I'm gonna be like, let's get deep. So my name is Autumn J, and technically that is my real name. I was born and raised in Illinois, that's where I'm from. My sign is Virgo. I'm a Virgo all the way, okay? And as I'm filming this, it is my birthday. Shout out to me. Okay, September 10th, 2002, which was on a Tuesday. That was when I was born. My height is 5'2" and 3/4", but I like to just go ahead and say that I'm 5'3". I'm pretty much 5'3". And then my favorite color is pink. I should have wore it, but that's my favorite color. The next question is, am I an introvert or an extrovert? I consider myself to be an introvert with like extroversion qualities. So like I really do like being by myself and in my own space, but when it comes to like going out and stuff, I like to do it maybe like every once in a while if I can. It just depends on who's available to like hang out and stuff. And I'm not really like the type to be in big crowds and stuff. That was probably high school me, but now I'm kind of just like, okay, 1-2 people, that's good enough for me. Simple or glam? This one I kind of went back and forth on, but really I put simple because I feel like glam is more for special events. Like even for school, I didn't get like glammed out or whatever. As long as it like matches and looks stylish as far as like clothes, that was like fine with me. But makeup, I don't do too much. Next thing is rain or sunshine. I said sunshine because when it's sunny out, I notice like I worry less only about like what I'm gonna wear because it's either like really hot or something. Rainy days are good for like a mental cleanse, but and I also like the smell and look of rainy days, but I just pick sunshine because I feel like sunny days are better. Early bird or night owl? My sleep schedule is always messed up, so technically I can be both, but I chose night owl because like as we speak it is 12:25 and I'm still up and I'm probably not gonna go to bed. I usually go to bed at like, lately it's been like 4 o'clock in the morning. The next question is get even or get over it. I struggle with this question because I want to say get over it so bad, but I am such a get even type of person. Like, don't even get me started. It's get even for me, but I need to become a get over it type of person. Night out or night in? A good night out, either in a group or by myself. I just like getting dressed up and taking pictures. Call or text? Let me say that again. Calls or texts? I don't use the word hate very often, but I hate phone calls. It sends some kind of like anxiety through me, and I'm like, okay, what do they want? You know, like it just isn't good for me. And texts aren't either. So this was kind of hard for me to choose because I'm like, I don't like either one. Like, texting is stressful and calling gives me anxiety. So it was a lose-lose, but I prefer text. Sunrise or sunset? I said sunrise because, one, I stay up long enough where I can actually watch the sunrise. I know people love their sunsets and everything, but I love the sunrise. So y'all just need to watch a good sunrise every once in a while. Always late or always early? If anybody knows me, you already know the answer. But for those of you who don't, sis is always late. Sis is me. It doesn't matter how early I get up or try to prepare for the event, I will still end up late. It just doesn't work for me. Dog person or cat person? Considering that I grew up with dogs in my house and I've never once had a cat, it's definitely dog person for me. The first question is favorite thing about myself. That I like my eyes and I like my smile. I said that's tied up for the win. Number 2 is what inspires me. Seeing others do well and do good in life is like really inspirational. And then seeing others do not so good, just getting to a point in my life where I can better myself and then help others get better. That's like the main thing that helps keep me going, because there are days where you don't even feel like getting out of bed. That's how I've been lately. And so I've just been trying to look for different avenues where I can be inspired and continue to strive for my dreams. Favorite vacation place? I've been to Illinois, Minnesota, Missouri, Mississippi, Louisiana, Iowa, Tennessee, Wisconsin, Indiana, Kentucky, Arkansas, Kansas, Alabama, and Nebraska. And I've never been out the country either. But out of those places, I would definitely say Wisconsin was my favorite. I absolutely love going to the Dells, and I remember going camping there, and it was just so fun. The food was good. The amusement parks were 10 out of 10. So I just remember happy experiences going there. I really want to go to every state at least one time. So hopefully I'll get to do that. My favorite subject is, I think it would be English, because I loved all my teachers, especially the ones in high school. And I just like reading and writing, so that's my favorite. But I do like my music classes that I had and my film class. Are you more likely to avoid conflict or engage head on? I don't want to call myself out, but this isn't really an or question. It's more of which do I choose first. So that's a good question. Considering that I'm very short-tempered and opinionated, I might not realize it, but I probably do engage in conflict head on. Try my best, I think, to avoid conflict. Let me tell you this. I'm never one to start the, bologna ham cheese sandwich. I tend to peacemake. Though I don't cook often, when I do, the food slaps. No questions asked. So, yes, I can cook. Do you believe in love at first sight? I am a hopeless romantic, but at the same time, I don't believe in love at first sight, because I feel like it's all about your connection with someone, and it shouldn't just be like a physical connection. So I usually base it off of like my first conversation with the person, and that's, I guess, how I go about that. But when it comes to like at first sight, not really, no. I mean, there's been times where like you look at a person, you're like, ooh, they could be the one, but it's the could for me, so it's a no for me. My first celebrity crush. So at first I was like, okay, I don't know if it was Zac Efron or Freddie Prinze Jr. But then I was like, okay, High School Musical came out in 2006 and Scooby-Doo came out in 2002. So therefore, I had more time to watch Freddie on screen than Zac. So I was like, Freddie Prinze Jr. was probably my first celebrity crush. And I stand by my answer. My current relationship status. I am single. I am single. Next question. 3 things that make me happy, 3 things that make me upset, and 3 things that I love. So, where should we begin? The 3 things that make me happy is shopping. Anybody who knows me knows I'm a shopaholic. I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed. Second thing is getting out the house and like getting the chance to either be by myself or, I don't know, just, I guess, getting some fresh air. That's all I can say. And then the last thing is seeing interstate signs. That may sound weird, but if you know what I'm talking about, like, leave a comment, because when you see that like I-80 or whatever, or like the exit signs, tell me that doesn't bring you any like joy or like inner peace. Like, ooh, I'm traveling, I'm going places. Road trip? No, just me? Okay, well, that's one of the things that make me happy. So the 3 things that make me upset is blind leading the blind. If you ever heard that saying, then you know what I'm talking about. But if you don't, it's basically when somebody who doesn't know what they're doing, you're following up behind them. None of y'all know what you're doing, where you're going. You know, it's just foolery. And it just upsets me, as you can tell. Not being truthful is the other thing for me, because I don't care. Some people be like, oh, I gotta, give this little lie to save the person their feelings or whatever. No. That's not how that works. The person has to make that choice for themselves, how they want to handle that situation, and it's not up to you to withhold information or misinform people just so you can say them their feelings or whatever. Like, for whatever reason, it's not good, because eventually what happens in that darkness is gonna come to that light. So y'all need to remember that. I'm giving y'all good advice. I'm telling you. I'm a mother. No drama. Then the last thing that makes me upset is not feeling seen or heard. I do like my attention. The 3 things that I love is seeing others happy or seeing people in love. Like I said earlier, that hopeless romantic be kicking in, and I'm like, oh, love.
So this is love.
But yeah, I don't know, it sends like butterflies, around. The next thing is the work of God. Like, if you look around, it's all God, baby. So I just love everything that he does, will do, and is doing. He works wonders. Then my last thing that I love is music, or just any sort of entertainment. It's me through everything in my life. Like, there's a song for everything. The next question is favorite song. Since I listen to pretty much all different types of music, I could not narrow it down to one song, but I will say that these following songs I have on repeat every day. So like Gaialis by Capella Gray, I have that on repeat like 3 times a day, like back to back. I will listen to that song. Wait a Minute by Willow. I feel like every song Willow is in is just a good song. Real Love Part 2 by Jacob Lattimore, Trevor Jackson, Aurora Timmy. I need some real love. Y'all, don't even get me singing. Weak by SWV. Literally, don't get me started with that song. That is probably my favorite song out of all these songs. November 18th by Drake. Drake never misses. I'm gonna say that again for y'all who missed it. Drake never misses. And then lastly, One of Those Days by Whitney Houston. It's something about that song that just makes me feel relieved and so happy. Like my mood boosts like up here. It's so good. I will have my Spotify linked below so you guys can listen to whatever I got on there. It's all over the place like me, so it's there for your pleasure. The next question is, what is your favorite movie? I love rom-coms. If you don't know what that is, romantic comedies. So How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, that is like my go-to movie. To All the Boys I Loved Before. I still have not seen the 3rd movie, so please, no spoilers in the comments. Thank you. And The Sun Is Also a Star is one that I just watched during the summer, and I fell in love with it. Like, it found me at a right time in my life, if that makes sense. Like, I needed to see that movie. It talked about like college and love, obviously, and so it was just, it hit home, and I absolutely love it. The message was so good, and the actors, y'all already know I love Charles Melton and Yara Shahidi. She did a great job as always, so I was really liking that movie. Last question of getting to know me. If a genie granted me 3 wishes right now, what would they be? That's a good question. I need a vacation. So, to become wealthy, because why not? So that would be one. I would spend the money on a vacation and to prepare for the vacation. So, new wardrobe, a new house to come back to. Oh, just give me the money. Where the money reside, where the money reside.
Where the money reside, where the money reside, where the money reside, where the money reside. Okay, let me tell you.
Yeah, that genie need to come right now. My second wish would be family peace, so that the generations to come, we will just thrive and be happy. And then lastly, world peace. No fighting, no major disagreements, no death because of man. It includes like all these illnesses and COVID variants going around, and God bless all the people who have been directly impacted by this virus, and also just, I know we were all affected by it in some way, shape, or form. So I'm just sending the blessings to everyone's way, and I do understand that COVID-19 needs to disappear and we can just get back to normal, but better than normal, you know? But without further ado, thank you guys for watching this video and getting to know me. And also, it is your girl's birthday. She is 19. So please wish me a happy birthday in the comments. And blessings to all of you. I hope that you come again. and subscribe. Be sure to do that and like this video and share it with your friends, family. Watch it at school when you have a break. Do not watch it in class. Get your education. And to those of you in school, wishing you the best this semester and this whole entire year. All A's. So, yeah. Thank you so much.